Hello everyone. So in our transistor biasing lecture in our previous class, we have solved one numerical on fixed bias configuration. So this particular assignment 1 we have already solved in our transistor biasing class. And today we will solve one numerical on emitter stabilized bias configuration. So before moving to the emitter bias numerical, let us quickly go through the previous task. So this was the assignment 1 and we need to calculate the base current, collector current, VCEQ voltage, base voltage, collector voltage, and VBC voltage. And this was the transistor. And this was the fixed bias configuration where the VCC supply is given, that is 12 volt. RB resistance and RC resistances are given. Beta value is given 50. And we know that no emitter resistance is given in case of no emitter resistance is available in case of fixed bias configuration. So we use the generalized formula that base current is equal to VCC minus VB by RB. We solve for the IB current. Then IC is equal to beta times of IB. So we solve for the ICQ current. Now VC is equal to VCC minus ICRC from the output loop. And we got 6.83 volt as our operating point voltage. Now VB voltage we calculated from the formula. VBE is equal to VB minus VE, and one thing we need to remember is that the VE supply is equal to 0 volt because emitter terminal is directly connected to the ground. So the voltage at emitter terminal is 0 volt. That is why the VBE voltage is same as VB voltage. Similarly, the VC voltage is same as VCE voltage because emitter voltage is equal to 0 volt. And VBC voltage is equal to minus 6.13 volt, and we discussed this one. The negative sign is because the base to a collector junction is reverse biased, which is our requirement for the amplification. We calculated the saturation voltage by keeping IC current is equal to 0 milliampere, which is 12 volt, and the saturation current by keeping VC voltage is equal to 0, which is 5.45 milliampere. So the most important thing is IBQ current, IBQ formula and VCQ formula. And these output characteristics we have drawn. This Q point 2.35 milliampere, 6.83 volt, IB current is 47.08 microampere, 12 volt saturation voltage, 5.45 saturation current. Now let us see, in assignment 2 it has been asked to determine the base current, collector current, VCE voltage, VC voltage, VE, VB and VBC voltage, and this is the emitter bias configuration, or it is sometimes called as emitter stabilized bias configuration. And one RE resistance is connected at the emitter terminal. This is the only constructional difference between the fixed bias configuration and emitter bias configuration, which we discussed in our previous lecture. So this we have already derived in our previous lecture. The base current IB is equal to VCC minus VB by RB plus beta plus 1 RE. So in case of fixed bias configuration we don't have this particular term beta plus 1 RE, but in case of emitter bias configuration or any configuration to be remembered which is having emitter resistance at emitter terminal, will have this extra term in the denominator always. So put the value. The supply voltage is 20 volt. 0.7 volt is VB voltage because the transistor is of silicon type. By default we are taking it, and the base current is 40.1 microampere. Now again IC current is equal to beta times of IB, which is a generalized formula, and IC current is 2.01 milliampere, which is equal to IE current also because IC current is nearly equal to IE current. Now VCE voltage is equal to VCC minus IC whole into RC plus RE. This RE is an extra resistance which we are getting in case of emitter bias configuration. So put the value 20 volt VCC minus 2.01 IC, which has been calculated already. RC is 2 kilo ohm and RE is 1 kilo ohm, which is 13.97 volt. Now this one also we need to keep in mind that if you are taking the current in milliampere, then you should keep the resistance value in kilo ohm definitely, and if you are taking the current in ampere, then it is best practice is to keep the resistance as ohm. Now let us calculate the VC voltage. The VC voltage can be calculated as VCC minus ICRC. Now this particular formula we got from this equation, because VCE is equal to VC minus VE, which is equal to VCC minus ICRC minus ICRE, as ICRE is same as VE voltage. So then VE voltage in right hand side and VE voltage in left hand side get cancelled out, and finally we got VC is equal to VCC minus ICRC, which is 15.98 volt. Now let us calculate the VE voltage. The VE voltage can be calculated by two methods. The first method is IE into RE. As RE resistance is connected at emitter terminal, the overall voltage drop in this path is the IE current and RE resistance, IE into RE, which is 2.01 volt. This is the first method. The second method is VE is equal to VC minus VCE, because we know VCE is equal to VC minus VE. So VE can be calculated as VC minus VCE, which is also 2.01 volt. Let us calculate the single subscript voltage VB. Again we know VBE is equal to VB minus VE. So VB will be equal to VBE plus VE, and VE we have already calculated, which is 2.01 volt. So the final result will be 2.71 volt. At last let us calculate the VBC voltage. We know VBC is equal to VB minus VC, and the result is minus 13.27 volt, reverse biased as required for a common emitter configuration for NPN transistor. So this is all about this numerical. Now let us calculate the saturation value of current and saturation value of voltage. So in case of fixed bias configuration, the saturation value of current was VCC by RC, but here we have saturation current is equal to VCC by RC plus RE, because one RE extra resistance is connected at the emitter terminal, and the result is 6.67 milliampere. Now VC saturation is equal to VCC, or IC is equal to 0 milliampere, which is 20 volt as supplied to the circuit. Now we can draw the characteristics by taking the VC voltage in x-axis in volts, y-axis is IC in milliampere. Now we can draw the load line by connecting the IC set and VC set with the help of a straight line. We can draw the base current, which is a parabolic equation, which is IB and 40.1 microampere, which we have already calculated, and the intersection point of load line as well as the base current is a Q point, or you can say quotient point, or we can say operating point, which is 13.97 volt, 2.01 milliampere. So in this way we can calculate, or we can solve any kind of numericals for emitter bias configuration. The numerical solving approach is not that difficult. If we know the formula, it is not very difficult as other numericals. It is very similar to the fixed bias configuration. The only thing is that we need to keep in mind where RE will be present, either in the denominator or by adding with RC resistance. So thank you very much.